Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to my enchanted life. My name is Gianni Sanders, and it is such an honor and such a pleasure to be here with you today. Today is going to be an exciting topic, and if you're new here, welcome. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. My name is Gianni, and I'm a life coach, and I activate spiritual moms and wives into out of complacency and into having it all, never settling, upgrading your standards, and creating a life that enchants you. And enchanting is my thing. It's a word that activates me in a way that it's like your life is magical, you're winning every time, you feel energized, you feel like you're thriving, everything is blissful. And you're winning in love, in your success, in your confidence with yourself. And that's what I'm here to do. That is my purpose. And I'm so excited to bring you this topic. So, today, what I want to talk about is why you're dissatisfied and why, even though you have a good life, you still feel like you haven't achieved it, right? You're still looking for the missing piece. There's something that has not quite clicked for you, so you're in this place where you have your marriage, you have your man, you have your kids, you have your house, but none of it is like maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe you have a career, but it's not it, right? You're not living your purpose. Your marriage is lacking some kind of luster. It's not passionate in terms of having that romance and that fulfillment, and you're having your man be your rock, and that sexiness, that spunk, right? Those butterflies are missing. You have your house, but it's not your dream house, right? Like you make it cute, you're making it work, you put, your little, you go to Home Goods, then you you make it your own, right? But it's not it, right? You have a career, you're making money, you have some wealth, right? You achieved it, right? You're doing things, but something is just missing and you don't know why. And so I'm gonna tell you. If you haven't watched my older videos, you might not know I come from a Christian background, and I think that religion and society puts us under a spell, right? And not, I think it does. And so I'm here to snap you out of it. In society, in religion, we learn that there's some kind of moral high ground about not having like extraordinary wealth or extraordinary success, or like if something is hard to get, like things like the things that they say, like anything worth having is worth fighting for. Like you have to fight, you have to struggle, you have to be happy with what you have, right? Settle for good enough is good enough. And these messages that we receive about women can't have it all. You either get to have a beautiful journey with your babies and be home, or you have to choose and have this exciting career that really fulfills you as a woman, and climb the ladder. But you can't have both. Or you can eat really delicious foods, but then you have to be fat. Or, right, like there's always a sacrifice that you have to make when it comes to living your best life. And honestly, it's just not the truth. And I know that deep down inside, we all feel that yearning. We all feel that, like, I've been through so much in my life, and I'm looking around and I'm like, yeah, I have the marriage, I have the car, I have the house, I have the kids, but like, is this it? Like, I have the master's degree, right? I went to school and got a master's degree. I have $50,000 that I have to pay. And is this it? Like, now I'm supposed to work till I'm 60 something and then receive a little check and then pay off my house and then, like, get to do something, or like I'm supposed to sit around and do nothing. Like, is this it? Is this why I'm here? This makes no sense. And we all know that it makes no sense. Yet we're all lining up like little ants, right? Preparing for winter and living the status quo and doing it. And it's just not it, right? It's giving no loser energy. And so what I want to blow up is there is no moral high ground for suffering. There is no moral high ground. There's no benefit, right? Spiritually speaking, you are not d- getting more brownie points with God for not having it all. And what's insane to me is that this is a human concept, because if you read the Bible, if you look through the Bible, everything that God talks about, that Jesus spoke about, was about prosperity, about overflow, about having more than enough, about you ask and I give, about receiving, about trusting, about more than enough. And we receive these messages about, you know, having about being scared to spend money, or um about not having too much, right? Like there's something wrong if you have too much. Like being poor is good, and these messages we receive about privilege and how it's bad to be privileged. And honey, you are meant to be privileged, and you are meant to be proud of your privilege, and you are meant to use your privilege to help others, right? So no, I'm not going to let anyone tell me that because I'm brown, because I'm Latina, because I speak Spanish, because I have an accent, that I lack some kind of privilege, that only white people get to be privileged, and that I'm subpar, and that I'm a victim to America and society, and that I don't get to have things. Like, no, that's not it. That's not it. I get to have it all. I get to have it all without suffering, without sacrificing, and without exhausting myself, right? I'm here to create it all. There's no moral benefit in poverty. There's How can I ever help someone if I can't help myself? That is not what we're here to create. That is not what we're here to experience, right? You are on earth, right? And this is why I say religion, because there are so many unhappy. Okay, so I feel like there's this undercurrent in the Christian community, that it's about, oh, Jesus will make a way. Oh, God help me. Oh, send prayers. Like, you need someone to put your hands on you. You need a word of prophecy. You need Jesus to fill you up, fill your cup today. Like, can't you just go to church and be grateful? Can't you have a spiritual life where you're thriving, where things are good, like things are already good, like you can actually give a word, where you can actually feel like you can tithe without feeling like you have to, or God won't bless you, or you can actually tip and be generous from the overflow that you have in your life, where you're not the one who needs all the time. There's this spiritual undercurrent um of just neediness and not having enough, right? Of scarcity, of desperation. And it doesn't have to be that way, of suffering, right? If you're the one who's chosen by God, then you should be the one who's blessed. You should be the example to those out there in the world that you're supposed to save, about what it is to be secure, about what it is to have enough, about excess, right? God is all about excess, about so much that imagine like trees, right? Have an orange tree, or what I think is a mango tree that is planted, and when it grows, like the fruit is so much that it falls off the ground before you're able to harvest it, and it goes bad because there's so much. Like, you don't even have to be perfect with it, because it's so much that even when you have everything you want and you give to all your neighbors and all the people around, there's the animals come and eat and feast off this tree, and there's still enough that it rots, that it ferments the ground to make more. Overflow, excess, more than enough. And so that is what I'm activating you in today. That is what I'm activating within myself. Every time I catch myself like looking at numbers in a bank, thinking what that I'm reliant on those numbers there, and realizing, no, I am the source. I am the creator. I get to have more than enough today, tomorrow. There's a never ending stream of everything that I need, and you get to have that in your enchanted life. And so I want to invite you into my Queen of Enchantment program. This is a 90-day program where you get to cultivate the art of enchanting living, where you go from exhausted to energized, from trauma to thriving, from boredom to bliss, right? From the mundane to happy, right, to extraordinary, to creating your best life in your love, in your success, in your career, in your parenting, in your confidence within yourself, in your beauty, in your health, and whatever it is that you feel like you're lacking, because it's an illusion, it's a lie, it's not what you're meant to do on this earth. You're meant to grow, to learn, to evolve, and to become the best version of yourself in every area of your life. You're not meant to sacrifice, you're not meant to suffer, you're not meant to settle. You're here to have it all. You're here to create it all. You're here to be God's biggest expression of who he is. And Christians have this thing where you say, that we exist to give God the glory. The best glory you can give to God is through your life, is by your fruits you will be known, by having that overflow of fruit in your life, right? But that starts with an attitude. That's a certain mindset that you have to cultivate within yourself. And it first starts with knowing that you're not meant to suffer, that you're not meant to sacrifice, that you're not meant to settle. You are a daughter of a king and you're here to have it all. You are the daughter of a king and you're here to have it all. You are a princess. Where in the world, in like real life, do you ever see that royalty doesn't have it all? That royalty doesn't command and it appears, right? You are a VIP. And so this is time to activate your queen energy. You are a queen, and this is my favorite metaphor to give. Like, you are a Disney princess who got snatched up at some point, and someone told you that you were a peasant and you're living your life like a peasant, not realizing that you are that princess that they're looking for, not realizing that that crown belongs to you, that throne belongs to you. And so you live your life as a peasant. And I'm the one whispering in your ear, or yelling from the rooftop, no, darling, you are the princess. You are the queen. You are meant to command. You are meant to have. You are meant to have enough that you give to others, that you're overflowing, that you're thriving, that you're blissful, that you're energized, that you're showing up as your best self every single day. And so you're meant to have like a magical wand, so to speak, that you win every time, that you go from glory to glory, from better to better, from best to best, that you are the living example of what it is to be God's daughter. And so this is a four-figure investment in yourself, so that the next 90 days becomes something, an investment in yourself that gets to thrive, right? That gets to give those fruits of excess in your life. You get to be that mango tree in your family that people get to harvest from you, that you get to give from your overflow, that if you're around, girl, everything is up leveled, everything is uplifted. There's money, there's happiness. People want to be in your presence. You become magnetic, right? You're this black hole of gooey, gooey deliciousness, right? Because your life is so amazing that you radiate that to everyone around you, that joy, that peace, that love, that prosperity that can only come from you. And so you have money. You are your biggest investment. You invest in so many things all the way around you, right? But you neglect yourself, right? You're walking around like a peasant. You look like a peasant most of the time instead of looking like the queen that you really are, right? But it comes from the inside out. And so if you haven't been able to cultivate that in yourself, and this is speaking to you, I'm not sure what the price is when you're watching this, but I promise that it's the lowest that it's ever going to be. This is a 90-day program where we revolutionize how you show up in your life so that you can have that exhilarating, enchanting life that you get to live, right? That you are here on this earth to cultivate. And so you can take this with you and you can apply it to every area of your life, right? Because once you have the framework that I work with you through, you can do it for money, you can do it for success, you can do it for your marriage, you can do it for your parenting, and you can teach those around you how to do it as well. And so my contact information is in the description box below, so that you can send me a message and we can chat about what it is that you want to create in your life. What is it that your life is lacking, so you can get out of the mundane and create the extraordinary for yourself. It is my favorite thing to do on the planet. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me. And I'll be here on Sunday, every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to bless you, to spend time with you. And I love you so much. Make sure that you're living your best life and you're enchanting everything around you. Bye.